Hi everybody. Hey y'all. So this is the Leo Sun Princess. I want to thank y'all so much for coming to my video. Welcome, welcome, welcome. If this is your first time, welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. If you are returning. So, I'm back to do another reading for you guys. This is going to be a collective reading. So it's not going to be for any specific sign. Also, this is all energy, so he could be a she could be a he. To take what resonates, leave the rest. You know what I always say. If it don't apply, let it fly. But anyways, I just want to thank y'all so much. Thank y'all so much for the likes, for the comments, for the subscribes. I really love it. Thank y'all so much. I love that for me. But anyway, I'm going to get one more shuffle. We're going to get right into this message. Okay, let's see what Spirit wants us to know. Not what we want to know. Okay, looks like y'all may have to make a tough, difficult decision with the Two of Swords at the bottom of the deck. That's what you might not know right now. Yeah, y'all might not know that. But y'all may have to make a difficult decision here soon. Let's see. Yep. You're going to have to take a leap of faith. Yeah, you're going to have to rely on faith, your intuition, your discernment. Well, that is way too many. What else, Holy Spirit? Yep. It's going to have to be from a place of hope, a place of faith. Spirit is saying don't look at it negatively. It is going to be a difficult decision, but have faith and know that your spirit guides, God himself, and your ancestors, they're not going to steer you wrong. So, just ask for their help. You may be in the dark about this. You may feel like, you're in a dark place, someone trying to make this decision, but seek God. He won't tell you anything wrong. Might not be what you want to hear, but it's going to be what you need to hear. Yeah, with the High Priestess coming out, yeah, you're going to have to use your intuition. You're going to have to use your discernment. Don't make a sudden decision about it. Take some time, meditate on it, pray about it, just don't up and make a hasty decision. You might end up regretting it later. So Spirit is saying trust your intuition and trust God. Pray about it. Wow. So much is in your energy right now. 4 and 5 cards keep coming out. Okay, take this one. Yep, and it's gonna cause some chaos. This decision is gonna cause some chaos. It's gonna be a sudden change to your lifestyle or somebody else's lifestyle, or whatever you have to make this decision about is gonna cause sudden change. Things are not gonna be the same. Yep. Yeah, you're very, creative. You have a lot of ideas. Maybe it's about a business move. Maybe you're making a move for your future as far as like a career, or Maybe you might want to leave a job, but you know, you're very creative. Maybe you want to start your own business, but you don't know if you should. Maybe it's a difficult decision to try to figure that out. You know, maybe you're not sure about starting this business. But whatever you plan to do, you're going to be very abundant. It's going to be, you're going to nurture it, and it's going to grow. Yep, and with the Page of Wands, you're going to approach this with so much, you know, enthusiasm. You're going to be ambitious about it. Whatever you're ambitious about, whatever, you know, you're inspired to do, take a leap of faith and trust God. That's what it seems like Spirit is saying. Take a leap of faith, trust God, and, you know, see what the universe brings. With the Hierophant, yeah, Spirit is saying this could be really something really, really good, but in all things, you know, seek God first. As long as you seek God and as long as God is involved in your decisions, it can't do nothing but bring you, you know, abundance. So you just have to keep that in mind. You know, keep that in mind, that God is not going to steer you wrong. Don't seek counsel from friends, family, mom, dad, cousin, best friend, baby daddy, baby mama. Don't get guidance from them. Seek God. And you will not be disappointed. With the Nine of Cups, you're going to be very satisfied. You're going to be so thankful that, you know, you made whatever decision that God is telling you to trust, and you are going to reap the benefits of that investment. Maybe you're trying to go back to school. Maybe you want to leave your job and go to a different job that pays more, but you haven't applied to it yet, but you just know you don't want to go back to that job. So if that's the case, you know, put in your 2 weeks notice and start looking around. And if you don't find something, you know, before your 2 weeks notice expires, just keep faith and keep at it. Be very ambitious, very motivated, and something good is going to come out from that. Yeah, you're going to persevere. You're going to persevere in something. Just got to have patience. Trust God. Crossing. Yep, so like I said, right now you might not be putting in too much work, but Spirit is saying, you know, you have to, you know, without works, faith is dead. Like, you have to put in the work. You can't just pray and think that it's going to fall out of the sky, or, you know, you might pray, get your answer, and you have to move forward. You have to move towards that, you know. Anything worth having is worth the work. So you got to put in the work. And the King of Swords came out crossing. Again, you are probably a person who really, you know, you like to do things logically. Maybe you're not a person that, so you may be a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Aries, Leo, Sag. Yeah, maybe a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. But with these cards here, you may also be a Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. But with these cards here, you could be really any sign, but you are a person that's used to, you know, leading by logic. You are a person who likes to do the research and everything, but in this instance, you're going to have to step out on faith, because it's the unknown. Like, if you don't take that leap, or if you don't, you know, move forward, you'll never know. And the world came out crossing, all the way crossing. So with the world card here, it's gonna be, this decision is going to be made, and when you make this decision, it's going to close a cycle. It's going to close a cycle of you not believing it. Maybe you don't have faith in yourself. Maybe you don't think you can do it, but making this decision, taking the leap of faith, you know, looking to God, this is all going to close a cycle for you. Maybe you're someone, like I said, maybe a Taurus, Virgo, or a Capricorn also, but like I said, you may be a person who likes to think, overthink. And right now with this decision, you're being asked not to overthink. Ask God about it and move on faith. And when you do that, it's gonna bring so much abundance. With the Magician card coming out here, you are going to manifest whatever this is that you're unsure about. You're manifesting it. With maybe you might be already good at a skill. Maybe you might not be licensed in something, or maybe, you know, you already love to do it, but you do it as a hobby, but you don't know if you should take that leap of faith to really make it a career, make it a business for yourself. But you don't know that you are manifesting it, because when you do what you love, it's like you're not working. You never work a day, right, in your life if you do what you love. So when you close that cycle of overthinking and, you know, second guessing yourself, yeah, it's gonna bring new opportunities. With the Page of Pentacles here, it's gonna bring new opportunities. So with the Page of Pentacles and the Magician here, what you're doing is you're manifesting a new opportunity to, like I said, make a hobby or make something that you do for fun. Maybe you just do your friend's hair. Let's use that as an example. But you're not licensed. You probably don't really charge too much, but your work can, you know, your work can be monetized. Whatever it is that you do. Let's say you do readings. Maybe you 1313 was on the timer. Maybe you do just whatever it is. I think I've said enough examples, but whatever it is that you do, you might do it for friends, you might do it for family, but you don't do it for everybody. But this is something that you are going to be able to do for everybody, and you're going to do very well. With the Empress coming out after the Tower, it's going to be a major shift, a major change. Yeah. And you're going to close a cycle, and you might not even, you're going to look back and you're going to thank God that you took that leap of faith, you know, that you invested in yourself, whether you go and get a building, whether you get an LLC and start doing hair in your house or whatever. You're, it's gonna work out for you. But the Four of Cups came out in the reverse. So with the Four of Cups coming out in the reverse, is definitely a new opportunity. It's definitely, you know, a new opportunity that's going to present itself, that you're manifesting for yourself, and you're going to be very grateful. You're going to be very grateful that you did it, because it's going to bring so much abundance. So much abundance. Yep, with the Six of Wands, it's going to be a celebration. You're going to want to celebrate once you know, take this leap of faith, once you take this new opportunity and step out on faith and, you know, work hard at it. You're going to be so grateful. You're going to watch, you know, You're going to have a victory, a success. You're going to reap the benefits. With the Temperance card here, you're going to bring so much balance into your life with this decision. Yep, and look what fell out. The Ace of Pentacles and the Ten of Cups. But that, I was holding the deck like this and it just fell out. But this is going to bring so much balance into your life. You're going to feel so, relieved. You're not going to have to stress anymore. You might be taking this time to heal. And why do a job or why do something that is stressful when you're trying to heal from, whatever it is that you're healing, but you're finding balance during this time. Okay, crossing is the Two of Wands. Like I said, you are not currently in the planning stage, but you need to get in the planning stage. You need to start planning. You need to pray so you can figure out, what direction you need to go to, and you need to start planning and making decisions so that you can progress. Yep, and that's the truth. Nothing but the truth. Nothing but the truth. Yeah, you're going to have some breakthroughs. You're going to have some major breakthroughs when you start to move forward on this thing, whatever it is that you have been sitting on. Spirit is telling me, telling you, sending a message through me, but Spirit is saying you may have some new ideas, but whenever you meditate and you're not confused and you know exactly what you're going to go after, it's going to be so, yep, with the Justice card coming out, that's the truth. It's going to create so much balance when you have this breakthrough, Yep, with the King of Wands energy. So right now, like I said, you might be wanting to be an entrepreneur. You have the confidence, you have the vision, but you just need to act on it. You need to act on it. Yeah, something that you're very passionate about, something that you love to do. So whatever that is, you might have a list of things, but write out a list of 5, let's say 10 things that but you can't be that passionate about 5 different things. Although you can be multi-talented, but let's say you write down a list of 5 things that you are most passionate about. Pick 3. Out of those 3, you go the most passionate to the least passionate. The thing that you are most passionate about, you need to write down goals, what you need to do to reach that goal, With nostalgia, it might be something that you done as a kid, or it might be something that you, like a childhood dream that you might have. You might have was, thinking, oh, I want to own a restaurant, or oh, I want to own a salon, or I want to, whatever it is. It's probably stemmed from your childhood and that you were very passionate about, and you said, when I get older, I'm going to do this, and you might be seeing 1111 or 111. And 111, it says, suggests that you are in connection with the universe or your spirit guides. Pay attention to your thoughts and intentions as you may be manifesting in reality. What did I just say? The Magician card came out. 111 says signs of new beginnings and opportunity, positive change, as well as spiritual growth. So, like I said, you may not be a person, you may be a person of logic, but you are right now spiritually growing, and this is spirit telling you, you have to trust yourself, you have to trust God and pray, and you'll get the right direction. But right now it's positive, the change that's coming through. So the Tower card is not always bad. Yeah, it's going to be a major shift, a major change, but it's going to be very positive. Very positive. Let's see. Is there anything else, Spirit? This is a really good read. This is not what I expected. And with the 7 of Cups, like I said, you may have many things, multiple things that you're passionate about, that you can do, that you're talented in. But the thing that you are most passionate about, 2121 on a timer, you need to act on that. You need to take a leap of faith and trust God. Wow. Yeah, with the 3 of Wands here. Yeah. Why the 3 of Wands? Once you have the vision and you go towards that vision, it's going to bring you the 10 of Cups. You're going to be so fulfilled. You're going to be so happy. You're going to be elated. And this has nothing to do with a relationship, nothing to do with a man or a woman. It's solely about opportunities, business, something that you're passionate about. Wow. I'm going to leave that there. With the Emperor here, yeah. You may be a person of structure. Like I say, you may be a person of structure, of logic. But this right here is not about none of that. It's about the talent and the gift that God gave you. That's what it's about. Wow. So, let's get some... Wow, I don't even know what the... This is not a love reading. I need to get multiple. I need to get more cards, because this is definitely not a love reading. But we're going to get some empowering messages from Spirit. That's what we're going to do. That's what I was called to get next. So let's see what messages Spirit wants to give you in order for you to take this leap of faith and start this journey that you are not aware of, something that you haven't planned for. But Spirit says it's not for you to know. It's not for you to... It's about faith, having faith, and knowing, that God can change your situation, in any situation. You don't like that job, you don't want to be there. God gave you a gift so that you don't have to be there. So let's see. What messages does Spirit want you to know to empower you on this journey? On this journey that you are not planned for, you are not... Yeah, give yourself grace. With grace coming on the bottom of the desk, give yourself grace. Okay, expectation. Wow, that's the first card out. Believe in better outcomes. Life delivers to us what we expect from it. Ask yourself, what is the best that could happen? Wow. Expect good things so life can rise to meet you. First card out. Yeah, you got to expect good things. You got to expect positive things so that, life can rise to meet you. Wow. Mystery. Embrace the unknown. Give your mind a rest from trying to rationalize everything. Marvel at life's big mysteries and have faith that in time all will be revealed. What did I just say? Embrace the unknown. You see that? Wow. Spirit is showing. Spirit is showing out right now. I love it. Go for it came out. Wow. You are ready. If you are waiting for a sign to make a move, this is it. You are supported in taking the next step towards your goal. Focus on positive outcome. You are supported by spirit, by God, by your ancestors. You are supported. Go for it. Wow. I was led to do this reading, so I came to do this message. And this is amazing. Acceptance. It says, all is as it should be. Try to see situations through the eyes of your best self. You have the wisdom and the will to refrain from judgment. So send blessings instead. Yeah, you're not going to know everything. You got to know that you're blessed and highly favored. What this says right here on the Go For It card, it says you are supported. You are supported. Okay, remember that. And I'm not talking about friends and family. I'm talking about the Most High, what's important. The only support that really matters, because you can be alone in this world, but God, I ain't no preacher. I just know some things. You know, I've been through some things to know. And this is a reading for me as well, because I never thought I would be doing this. But it is what it is. Next card out says receive. Let yourself take it all in. Allow your heart to receive the love and praise from others. Permit yourself to accept gifts and compliments with humility and grace. Remember, grace was at the bottom of the deck? Give yourself grace. Give yourself grace. Wow. I'm not gonna cry. I told myself. I broke down in one reading, but I'm gonna be strong. I'm going to be strong, but I can definitely resonate with this reading myself, you know. Wow. Change and flow in transformation. Change and flow in transformation. Life is moving in an ebb and flow of change. Accepting change makes it much easier to navigate. Embracing change is the key to thriving in life. Embrace change. Embrace it. You know, that says you're growing. You stay in the same place, that's stagnation. You don't want to stay in the same place. You want to grow and change and transform. You know, that's what life does. Okay, Spirit, is there any more messages? For anyone who views this video, is there any more messages? Intuition. Follow your inner compass. Half of intuition is listening, the other half is acting. Wow. If you have asked, you will receive an answer. It is time to listen and to follow your guidance. What did I say? Ask God. Ask him. He'll give you an answer, and then it's going to be up to you to act on it. That's it. I'm not going no further. Follow your heart. Follow your heart says you know what to do. Quiet the chattering mind and feel the subtle pull of your heart. It offers you the wisdom that you need at this time. Wow. That is crazy. That is crazy. So, with all of this positivity and, you know, growth and abundance that is coming out in this reading, the final message is going to be some angels, excuse me, angels of abundance. Messages from Spirit. Let's see. What do you need to know? Wow. What do you need to know? What do your angels want to let you know about your abundance that you are going to receive from this gift, this passion that you have? What the Spirit wants you to know. And that's crazy. None of this is about love. This is a very, very major turn of events. Because I thought this was going to be about this person that just won't let you go. This person that's just aggy as hell. Won't get the hell on. Won't get right, but won't get the hell on. Attracting, not chasing is at the bottom of the deck. Wow. But, let's see, these cards are not flipping like I want them to. So, just put a little bit of this on my hands. Let's see. Maybe that's better. Any messages, Spirit? Wow, that flipped all the way out. This was important. Obstacles and blocks are lifted. All your good personal work and your positive energy shifts have overcome previous obstacles and blocks are lifted away. You will now experience progress and forward movement with your projects. Stay centered in gratitude to ensure that your flow of abundance continues. Wow. Obstacles and blocks are lifted. This is your chance. What was that card that came out? Go for it. If you're waiting for a sign, remember that card? If you're waiting for a sign, this is it. Your blocks and obstacles have been lifted. Anything else, Spirit? Anything else? Declutter. You'll feel better and more focused if you take the time to clear away clutter from your living and workspace. Donate what you can to help others who may need your items. Be sure to keep your schedule uncluttered as well. Declutter. Like I said, you may have a lot going on. You may have a lot that you're passionate about. You may not have the room or the space to do whatever it is that you want to do, but make room. Wow. Abundance mindset. So if you think of your abundance as something that happens in the future, then it will always be one day away from you. See, feel, think, and speak of abundance as something you already have in the present moment, and that is what you will experience. Abundance mindset. Yeah. Wow. That is awesome. Let's see what else. Anything? Ooh. What did I say? Ask God. Pray to God. Pray to God. Power of prayer. Give this situation to God for uplifting and healing, and be open to miracles. Heaven's unlimited resources, love, and answers are awaiting your prayers. Be sure to act upon the divine guidance God gives you in response to your prayers. I'm done. I'm done. That's it. That's it. That is the reading. That's what I have for you today. I hope y'all enjoyed the reading. If you did like this reading, give me a thumbs up. Also, if you like the way I do my readings, join the family, subscribe. I would love to have you. Also, wow. Yeah. Like, subscribe, share, all that. Comment, drop a comment. Let me know what you thought of the reading. Yeah, but until next time, see y'all.